On June 11, 2013, the citizens of Saco will vote in a referendum to decide whether to create a bond to pay for the rehabilitation of Stackpole Bridge, located on Simpson Road in northwest Saco. A yes vote will authorize the city to repair the bridge using a hybrid engineering plan that allows us to do two things: to keep and stabilize the original stone structure while adding a modern roadway capable of handling emergency vehicles and two-way traffic.
Well, first of all, since we're looking at a sizable amount of money, the voters should have a say in this. But personally, I believe that this bridge should be preserved because it's part of Saco's history.
On a good summer evening and listen to the brook run. And also listening to the many people that came to this committee and voiced their opinions, nobody was adamantly opposed to adamantly want to tear the bridge down. There was some opposition to restoring it, but in the end, it was a unanimous decision. We as a community should retain our heritage, and this is one way of doing it.
The rich history here, this unique sense of place that the bridge has, I know that from speaking to many community members, when they drive out to North Saco, if they ride their bikes, if they're on motorcycles, they pick Simpson Road to drive down for the rolling fields and the pastures. And Stackpole Bridge is sort of the gem in the middle of the road.
For over 12 years, the Saco Public Works Department has monitored the state of the Stackpole Bridge and shared the reports and recommendations with the City Council. The engineering firm CLD Consultants has guided and informed this process. In 2001, bridge traffic was reduced to one lane only, and temporary steel bracing was inserted into the arch to provide greater stability and support. Then in 2007, the city approved $640,000 to remove and replace the bridge with a pipe arch culvert. But they opted to stop this project after a citizen group formed to encourage the city staff to research other good choices for this historically significant structure.
In its current state, the bridge is posted, and we are not able to drive any of our apparatus or the ambulance over the bridge because our vehicles exceed the gross vehicle weight of the posting.
Not in its current state. Our concern would be if the condition of the bridge deteriorates at all, because that added loop that the fire chief just discussed with you becomes from a 1.5 mile distance, which it currently is, from the Buxton Road to the bridge, to a 6.5 mile loop, and that added 6.5 miles translates roughly to a 7-minute additional delay.
We put out a request for proposal and received some engineers' proposals that we reviewed and selected Structures North, which is an engineering firm from Salem, Massachusetts, who has experience with new bridges as replacement as well as rehabilitation of historic structures.
Well, it'll help provide a safe, reliable roadway. It will restore two-way traffic to the bridge, and it will make the full Saco road network accessible to emergency vehicles and all of our snowplow equipment, which has been limited over the last 10 years or so. It has been a challenge. There's been a lot of extra manpower that goes into maintaining this bridge in its current state due to the frequent inspections that we have our city engineer out here, we have consultants out here monitoring the condition of the bridge, and we also have to deal with the opening and closing and the specialized snow plowing of the bridge with smaller equipment.
While a concrete slab bridge would be a cheaper alternative up front, more money would be spent over time in maintenance and replacement. The Stackpole Bridge has been in full-time service for 165 years, and after rehabilitation may increase its lifespan for another 60 to 100 years.
The typical lifespan on a bridge is 50 to 70 years, and my information says this bridge has been in place since the 1840s. And so when you make an investment such as this on a bridge, it would be a wonderful thing of this type of investment having a life that went way beyond the typical 50 to 75 years and was closer to the 150 years.
Saco citizens should mark voting day, June 11th, on their calendars. Residents will be asked to vote on the RSU 23 school budget as well as the Stackpole Bridge bond. The bridge bond question will read as follows. Shall the order of the City Council of the City of Saco, entitled Order authorizing the City of Saco to borrow an amount not to exceed $1,700,000 for improvements to the Stackpole Bridge, be ratified and approved. Please come out on June 11th, voting day, to support a bond to pay for the repair of the Stackpole Bridge in Saco.